Welcome back to Riverbend Springs on Farming Simulator 25. It's episode 17 with me, MrSealyp. Hello again, ladies and gents. I don't know why I'm waving at the screen. You can't see me doing it. I hope you're well. Hope everyone's okay. I'm feeling a bit better today. I probably don't sound it. But I'm over the how I have been over the last few days. I'm feeling a bit better, which is fantastic. I've got a few jobs to do. I might skip ahead again during this episode. I haven't decided, but February 1 is honking down with snow. Hasn't settled. I'm really disappointed actually. I was really hoping we were going to get some settled snow this year, but we didn't. Anyway, I've just put some water in. That water distributor is distributing out to the productions, but it doesn't distribute to the animal pens. Interestingly, so I've just done that. You've also seen, if I remember, because I just realised, start of the last episode I said I've just done a couple of contracts and I didn't put up the contract things, did I? I don't remember. Anyway, logging contract I did. It was a big one. Considering all the prices have been cut, it paid 7,300 and something, but I had to deliver 29 logs, I think it was. Some of them are 20, some of them are 21, some are 19, sometimes they're less than that. But so I had to do 2 trips with the double trailer to the sawmill on that one, but it paid over 7 grand, so it was worth doing. With all our sales and stuff yesterday, up to $164,000. So I've got to look at, for the farm, what do we do next? I was thinking about buying land. I talked about that in one of the previous episodes. Nina messaged me the other day when I delivered the stuff up to the playground maker and said that's not a bad investment. A little bit like the is the snow getting thicker and heavier? Feels like it is. Actually, while I'm doing this, while I'm talking, I always do this. I chat and then, I haven't done any, I haven't delivered the daily rock delivery, yeah. I haven't done that for a couple of days. So, I meant to put the pickup away yesterday. Pulled the trailer up and then forgot all about it. So I'm going to do the daily rock delivery. Get that done. Although, seems to be every other day now, but that's alright. Yeah, so, the wagon building, when I did a thing about that a while ago, requires quite a few resources and, is it worth doing? I did the whole spiel, and I said it depends if you're running your own stuff, producing your own stuff and all that. Now, when I delivered to the playground maker, Nina messaged me and said it's actually not a bad idea to buy because it only requires planks and planks long, which our mini sawmill is producing anyway. And I think she said it pays 90 grand each time you produce something. Actually, I don't know what it costs to buy, actually. Well, that's a good point. The other thing we need to check on for today is daily sales. I fed back my information to the DAE and FIB headquarters yesterday regarding my interaction with David. I have to file reports and send things back about information. I do want to talk more to him. Much as that, so I think there was that thing that because of the information that was released about him originally and what we knew about him, it just seemed a bit of a weird. But I found it more fascinating than weird, I think. And off the back of what I said yesterday in the episode, if you watched it, great. If you didn't, go and watch it. The discussions that were had in my house last night, wow, it really opened up this whole interesting, I don't know, not can of worms, but everyone's sort of discussing their theories. It's not necessarily the sort of thing you would usually talk about, it's one of those things. It's a very specific topic of conversation. You might have watched a film, like I said, about the Matrix and things like that, and you might have a conversation around all of that. And some people are just down the route of I'm here, I do what I do, I'm not bothered about thinking more than that. And again, you do you. Yeah, that's absolutely, yeah. There may not be any great conspiracy behind anything. It could all just be incredibly straightforward and ordinary. I think that's human nature, isn't it? To search out the extraordinary, to search out the story, to search out more meaning to something. Not everybody does it, and there are a lot of people that are very happy with their lot in life, and they just do their day to day and get on with it. But anyway, yeah. So it opened up all these different questions. So yeah, I found him fascinating, which was I was expecting more. I'm not saying he's not, because he came across as incredibly intelligent as well. I'm not saying there's not more to him than meets the eye. I'm not saying that he shouldn't be investigated further. I really firmly believe he should. Pipe out, turn that on. This is interesting because I haven't done this for 2 days now. When I did it, I left it 1 day, I got a full trailer. It's been 2 days now and I'm coming back and it's again a full trailer. Which I'm puzzled by that, because there should have been twice as much here, shouldn't there? Or did I do it the other day and forget? I mean, that's not, that wouldn't surprise me either. Haha, I've still got that rock removal job to do, so I'm going to, I know while it's snowing, it's not, perfect weather conditions for it. So I keep saying this tonight, but we haven't had any mowing contracts come up. It's more likely that we're going to be doing more of this. If I turn that off, put the pipe in and disconnect it and just leave this here, it makes more sense than keep lugging it backwards and forwards and lugging it. Like I'm carrying it myself, Oh, I had to lug it all the way here on the tractor. My poor arms. Right, let's stick that in. Again, it won't pay a huge amount, but it gives us a little bit extra to play with. Yeah, so it depends what the playground costs. I wanted to buy some land. Today's used vehicles. What have we got? Cable yarder. Don't need one of those at the moment. Slurry spreader's interesting. We haven't got any fields we need to do yet, but we can go and buy slurry from the animal dealer, which might be a cheaper option. It depends how much that tank, how much you can spread. Like, say, if I get any fertilising contracts come up, I've been buying things of fertiliser, and it goes a fairly long way. I don't think it goes as far as it used to. I'm going to say that now. Is it worth buying that now? Oh, still need to buy a plough. Don't need any of those. But it does not to check, because you might find... I do want to get a different trailer, actually. I didn't even look to see... Oh, I was so busy doing that. It went up by about $3 grand, didn't it? Which is what it usually is. That's good. Right. Oh, we're going to hit the pipe. Straighten up. So what I'll do, I'll just get my chores done around the yard. There is another logging contract available for $5 grand. I can pick that up if I wanted to. That seems to be over the winter. My sawmill's running, and because I'm doing planks long and wood beams, I could buy. It seems like a sensible investment. Am I going to buy that? And then I'm constantly I haven't built up a supply because I sold some stuff. Although there is one on the go at the moment because I delivered stuff to it already. So buying it now that's the risk as well. I don't know if I buy that, will it reset itself, or will I buy it in the process it's in the middle of? Will I get that process that's running? Because it was me that delivered the stuff to it. So it's a sound investment moving forward, but am I going to be constantly waiting on the sawmill? I suppose it's that thing as it always is, that in the winter months or when you haven't got many jobs to do, especially when you're running seasons, that's the bigger thing. When you're running seasons, because you're beholden to the crop cycles and stuff like that, you have periods where you're finding work to do unless you want to skip ahead. That's how it works. If you've got seasons turned off, you can have a rolling thing of because you have a harvesting contracts, but all the contracts will be coming up regularly anyway because there's no set cycle to anything, so it doesn't really matter. So at the moment, all I would just be doing is ticking over with the odd rock break-in. I've had a couple of ploughing ones have come up actually. Log delivery, you know, those kind of things here and there. So I'll go and do that rock breaking one, and then I'll skip ahead again. Oh, I don't know what to do about that. Shall we just go and buy it? If it's 100 grand, I'm thinking that's not too bad. 100 grand. If you get 90 grand for each one that gets made, and it depends how long it takes to make it. If it's 2 or 3 months, that's fine. If it's a year, you know, to build something, it's going to take us a while to recover that money. If it's 150 grand, that only leaves us 17,000. Then when we get our first payout out of it, your brain automatically goes, well, that's all right. That's worth it, isn't it? It does mean I've got to keep my sawmill chugging away. That's got to keep running, which I can do. I'm not in a position where I've got so much money at the moment. Another field at the moment was because it was initially my plan was, let's do another field. But at the moment I can't really do anything with another field. I think I'm going to end up doing it, aren't I? I'm talking myself into it. Like I've already decided. Which I suppose somewhere deep down I already have. Right. Next. Right. So the sun is going to start to come up. I mean, it's not early, 8:27, but obviously for the time of year. What was I going to do? Yeah, right. So, hook the trailer back up. It's going to be quicker for me to take the pickup and the trailer and put the equipment for doing the rock breaking in the trailer and take it up than it is to drive the rock breaker. So I'll do that. I've got some wood sitting there. We put water in for the sheep. They're good. Chickens are fine. Bees, I would imagine, are hibernating. I was considering a different silo. But then I've got to move everything out of that one. I have to be so careful, as I found last time. I can't risk losing stuff again. I've got so much in that now. It is too much of a gamble. Right, to the store. I'm on site. I'm good to go. Note to self. Make sure I only do the ones that have got flags in. Don't take out any other rock pile. I have to say. Have I mentioned this before? I mean, look at it. If there's one thing they've nailed, I mean, it looks bleak. It looks wintry. It makes you feel cold. Talking of that, we're in for a bit of a weird one this weekend, aren't we, in the UK? BBC Weather and Met Office and whatever, they've all been announcing, well, the temperature's dropped already. I think today's only going to be about 2 or 1 degree centigrade, something like that, where we are at the moment. They're forecasting snow for most of the UK. I don't know if we're all... That's what the warnings have been saying, most of the UK to get snow over the weekend. And fairly heavy. It said in some places, I mean, again, whoever's watching, you're going to be laughing. 14 inches of snow in some areas. I mean, that's, for the UK, that's, yeah. I know some of you will get 14 inches of snow in a couple of hours, you know. But for us, that's crazy. Craziness. It just doesn't happen. So let's unfold that. Did I do one of these as a test, or if I don't want to come with? I probably have already, haven't I? But doesn't matter. It's a big old pile, isn't it? Noisy too, but we'll get it done. So what I'm going to do then? Have I already made my decision subconsciously? If I do this contract, it's not going to pay a lot because obviously I've had to borrow the equipment. To buy, unless you're going to do loads and loads and loads and loads of rock breaking contracts, they don't. I mean, they come up fairly regularly. They don't pay out huge amounts of money. So if you've got a skid load already, if one of these comes up cheap, one of the hydraulic breakers, it kind of makes sense because then you're not paying out for any equipment each time. But I don't know. It's a tricky one, isn't it? But any more contracts that come up for log delivery, I'm going to do those at 4 or 5 grand a pop. And that one that was 7, it took a little bit longer, but we can make a bit of money back. It depends if they keep coming up over the winter, so we'll see. But I think I might have to take a... I'm saying it, and as I'm saying it, my brain is saying, you're going to do it, but then I'm thinking, yeah, but it's taken me so long to get to this amount of money, and it constantly in my head was, buy some land, unless a vehicle or something comes up. I thought about, I want to get a different trailer, I want to get a solid axle, not a swivel axle. No, there we go, that was done. Fold that back up again, turn that off. That was what I had in my head. That's what I decided I was doing. I'm getting a field. I'm going to look for some equipment, and I wanted to get that plough, you know. And I could throw that all away, but it is a solid investment. Nina. Sowing the seeds of doubt in my head. It's my own fault. I shouldn't have gone to sell the wood yesterday, I suppose. I mean, I had to really, but anyway, join my videos. Be part of my indecisive decision making. Is it a decision if it's indecisive? I mean, I suppose you are still making a decision, aren't you? Oh no, do that, then strap it down. There we go. That's pretty cool. It's funny actually, when I put this on the trailer I thought, right, I'm going to put it facing that way because I don't want that pointing towards the cab. If for any reason you had to brake suddenly or in an accident or the straps all let go and that went hooning forward and that spears through the back of the cab. But now I'm looking at it thinking, someone driving on behind me, that's, ooh. I suppose technically that should have something hanging off of it really. A rag or something, just so you can see that does protrude further than the back of the trailer, because if you're driving behind it's hard to see, isn't it? Anyway, I'm definitely, can you tell I'm far more alert than I was the other day. Always be alert, your country needs alerts. I have some mulling to do. So, another log delivery contract complete. My next log delivery contract is off to the left, just there. So I thought, you know what, while we're up here, I popped in, warmed up, had a cup of coffee, slice of cake. What's your favourite cake, people? Come on, let me know. We always ask those deep questions. For me, coffee and walnut. Oh, I don't have it very often. You find a decent coffee walnut cake. Oh, don't get me wrong, there are all sorts of phenomenal cakes. My daughter makes cakes, not for a living, but she doesn't charge people. She makes wedding cakes and birthday cakes and that kind of stuff. She's very good at it. She's made some incredible stuff over the years. But anyway, all that being said, I just like a coffee and walnut. Just thought I'd throw it out there. So now, a couple of things we're about to find out. I've changed my coat. Look, do you like it? Not quite snow cam, but you know. So the snow has stopped. The sun has come out. All is good in the world. I've taken on another. I'm going to keep doing them. So what I'll do is I'll skip ahead after this until we've got some more stuff, because that is showing planks and planks long. So the thing now is that's partway through construction, because I bought some stuff over yesterday. One, how much does it cost? If it's 100 grand, brilliant. If it's 150, well, if it's more than 150, we're in trouble. I don't know why I just thought those two. I'm sure for some reason, I'm doubting myself now, I'm sure 100 stood in my head. I know that the cement works is 300 and something. I mean, that's up there. But then also, once we buy it, does this stuff that's in the process of being built carry on? I mean, the thing is, am I a carpenter? No. Have I dabbled? I do a little bit of whittling here and there. I've done a bit of carpentry around the house here and there. Over the years, I've done a few things. I've got a large selection of carving, whittling, and axes and things like that at home myself. I do my own, chopping up my stuff and my wood burning stove and that kind of thing. Building things like this, whole another thing. It's beyond carving. This is construction of stuff, playground equipment and things like that. The lumberjack that lives here, that does the work, needs assistance. We're investing in that. They will continue to do their job. I will continue. That's a good point, actually. Noah is the guy at the sawmill. I thought, I could have sworn, when they kind of announced all of this stuff, and this is all going to be coming out, I suppose, when we spoke to Noah, he did say he was a lumberjack and he did the forestry and stuff like that, but he's at the sawmill. I wasn't sure if we were going to have someone at the sawmill and someone here, because they showed all of this and talked about lumberjack. But anyway, so they will carry on. I might come and help out with projects. Who knows? I'm not saying that. We're about to find out, aren't we? Ooh. That does not leave us with a lot. I'm doing it. So, do we have a project ongoing? Now, I'm pretty sure... Oh, so I've bought this now. That's the only thing. Oh, it will tell me the recipes, won't it? Of course it will. What am I talking about? So, there's our sawmill. There's our playground. We can make a hall. So, to make one, across the right-hand side, recipe, 8,400 planks, 2,016 planks long. We can store stuff in here. Toy tractor, cycles per month, 1. Wow. It does say status running, and there's stuff sat there. Are we going to be starting from scratch, or will this continue? Oh, we can come in now, can't we? Continue this build. I can't remember now. Can we go in and out of here now? Ooh. Got light switches in here anywhere? Oh, that did open. Our new domain that we've just purchased for 150. Oh, look at all this. There must be a light switch somewhere. No sound effects. That's weird. We haven't got like deep snow outside. Hang on. Huh? That's what threw me, because I clicked the thing and there was no sound of the doors opening or anything like that. No, there isn't any lighting in there, is there? It's like a little grotto, isn't it? It's like, you know, the elves' little toy workshop. It's very cool. All the projects ongoing. Yeah, so what we'll do, we'll skip ahead. And once we've got some more planks and planks long, we'll bring those up. We'll get them in. We are dabbling. And why not? Cool. Cool. Oh, blimey. Sorry. The cough hasn't gone completely. I was going to say, it's cool. And then, you know, and then that happened. So I'm going to do another log delivery. I might do some more. So we'll see what comes up. And I'll probably see you in February 2. Hopefully we'll have some more stuff. We're down to 24 grand now. But we'll keep chugging away. And all my other stuff's all still going as well. So as we're getting new produce and stuff, I'm going to be putting more stuff out the little farm shop out the front rather than going out to the farmer's market. We'll put more there. That was so we could go out and talk to David. So as we get more of that stuff, that'll be going out. We can't be far off getting our first bottled goat's milk. I'm just trying. I haven't actually looked, but we were up around 700, 800 and something litres. So we can't be far off. Anyway, this fascinates me. Do these doors open at the end as well? They do. Oh, that's a bit, But they do open. That's cool. Right. Can't be invested in bricks and mortar, son. Right. It's just gone 1 o'clock. I say just gone 1 o'clock. It's 1:13 in the PMs. And I've just done another logging contract, as you've seen. I thought, you know what, I'm going to keep chipping away at them. They seem pretty regular. And what's been happening is, I've finished one, another one doesn't then appear unless you skip time, half hour or an hour, and then another one seems to be popping up. So they're fairly regular. But the problem I've got at the moment is, the last 3 have all been the same location, same amount, to the same place. And this is a weird thing, and I said this a while back. I went through a phase where when I started playing, all my contracts were from this location to the sawmill. Then they changed and I was getting them all over the place. And then I was having to deliver to the paper mill, not the sawmill. Then every contract I had then, didn't matter where I was taking it from, it was all going to the paper mill. And now I'm back to this again where it's all going to the sawmill. But up until now, they've been random, sort of all over the place. I'm back to this again where it all seems to be the same place again. I don't know why. I had a thought about it. It's a weird one. I mean, to be fair, I don't suppose it makes a lot of sense. Because the penalty there per tree is 2 grand. Now, I'm assuming if you fail the contract, do the logs disappear? Maybe that's a test I'd have to do. Because if you had money, money was no object, but you needed logs. Again, unlike on PC, when you've got the easy dev controls and things like that, and you can place piles of this and stuff here and whatever you want to do. If you need piles of logs, but you don't want to spend the time doing the logging, you could take on like log delivery, wood transport. Take the trees to your own sawmill, to your own place, drop them off, then fail the contract. You'll get charged 2 grand per tree, but if money's no object, but then why would you be bothering doing it in the first place? I don't know. It was just a weird thought that came into my head. I think I'm still at Points Lewis. But anyway, what I was going to say was, I've come back, went and had a cup of tea, came back out, the next contract became available, but in that time, we must have been very close to the next ones being ready to go, because we've got a planks, and we've got a planks lonk. So, I'm going to load these up onto the pickup. We're going to take them over to our newly acquired establishment. We are carving out a future for ourselves. That wasn't the best one. I need to work on that. I have to think of some more woodworking puns. Oh, I don't know. So let's go and grab the pickup. What I need to do as well is I'm going to grab this. I have this weird thing, and I know people would argue, but you in real life you wouldn't be able to pick up a pallet of whatever. And yeah, you're right. I absolutely agree. But it's weird how the human brain will. Anyone can justify anything to themselves if they want to, if they need to. And it's that thing of, my mindset has always been, I know with the liftable pallets and bales thing, yes, a full-size bale would be incredibly hard to lift on your own without pallet forks and stuff. I don't mind picking up a standard size pallet, but the wood ones, when they're double size, my brain says, well, that would be way too heavy to lift. I mean, that's too heavy to lift, of course it is, but I mean, there's no, I mean, that would just be silly. And I don't know why. It's weird, isn't it? But anyway, I'm going to go up the pickup, grab some forks, load the wood on, take that. Thing is, it's going to require a lot more. It's going to be months. What did it say? It was 8,400 of planks, and it was only 2,016 of planks long, which means I'm going to need 3 technically, because it takes it over 2 full pallets. So it's going to be a little bit longer before anything's completed there. So this is going to be another one of those longer term projects. Is it going to be completed in this episode? No, I'm not going to get my first project through that facility. It was a case of getting some jobs done, buying it, ticking over, like I said, ticking over through the winter months when there's not a lot going on. And this is what we're doing. This is what it's about. I'm trying to decide what to do with all that silage actually, because I've got loads of it, and we still haven't had a cheap animal pen like cow pasture. I've had a complete and total mental shutdown. What was I talking about? I mean, literally, I paused and my brain wiped. It's quite refreshing in a way, not having to think or worry about anything. What was I? It doesn't matter. I was going to say actually, when I said about being ill the other day, yesterday afternoon, evening, I've talked about Jimmy Broadbent before. I love his stuff. He and his girlfriend is pregnant, and they're having a baby boy, which is very cool. I've been watching Jimmy Broadbent for years. It couldn't be happening to a nicer guy, honestly. He's fantastic. Actually, am I going to be able to get this in? So I can't put the forks through the other way, can I? I wonder if that straps on those forks would work. Again, I suppose I've gone from being you have to make it semi-realistic to this is going to be ludicrous. It's not going to work at all, is it? I wonder though. I have a plan. Is this how people would do it in the real world? I don't know. Let's get the pickup and try something. So. Yeah, so they did a New Year's Eve stream. She's a YouTuber streamer. I think she does more Twitch. Anyway, and there hadn't been many videos up between Christmas and New Year, so they put their New Year's Eve video up, and they were both streaming. And they started off the video sat on the sofa. Both of them have been horrendously ill. He referred to it as the big death COVID or so. Anyway, yeah, they've both been. And pretty much it sounded exactly like I did. I was like, oh, you're joking. So yeah, there's a lot of it about. So I'm thinking, like I said, I don't know if this is how you would, I think some people would load it over the sides. It depends how precious you are about your pickup. I've watched, like I say, I watched Derek Bieri, I watched Vice Grip Garage and stuff. And when they're doing pickups and stuff, and look at the condition of the beds, whether they're rusted out in the corners and stuff like that, where the water, will often pool and sit over time. But he said you'll find the tops across here can be damaged. The inside fender wells, wheel wells, if it's been a heavily used truck. The sides can often be damaged if you're loading in from the side. But the thing is, you'd have to... I'm not sure how you would go about doing that. So I was just wondering whether or not we could... I don't know if this will work. Let me just see. I suppose we could try and just load in from the side and just hope it just drops into place. There's a bit of a plop into place, but we won't. can we? This probably shouldn't work, this one. Because it's over too much weight over one end. If I balance it so I can get it over the side and partly into the back. I'm assuming this is even going to fit in here. I assume it will. Because I would just normally grab the pallet from the other end, but obviously because you've got those wooden supports, it doesn't work that way. If I do that... Oh, it's actually support. I thought... There we go. Can I get the forks underneath and then just slide it in? Is that what you would do? I don't know. I've never owned a pickup in my life. Never had to load one up. I've loaded up a few vans here and there, but normally, you know, rear door, side door, that kind of stuff, but not... There you go, that's what I thought. No, I could do that. That works. That works a lot better than I thought it was going to, actually. Can I push that right into the back? Push that right into the back there. And I'll put the pallet of standard planks on the top. Now again, prevarication. Could I pick those up by hand? Yes, because I've got liftable pallets and bales. But, you know, in the interests of how would you normally do it, how would you do it in real life, that kind of, and I'm not saying that is how you would do it in real life. I'm not saying that's how you should do it in real life. But if I was posed with that problem, that's what I would do. That's very twisted on there, but anyway. And again, to show that I can do forks, they do work. Let's do that one there. That should be alright. I think we'll be able to close the back up. And then I'll head off and I'll get some more logging done. I'm very conscious of time. And I said at the start of the episode, I'm feeling better today. I'm feeling a bit better today, not better. Like, I'm cured. But I think the more time I've been recording and talking, the more out of breath I'm getting. And that rasping in my throat and my chest is getting worse again. So it's that thing, I suppose, when you've been asleep all night and you wake up and you think, oh, I don't feel too bad. So when you then start doing stuff, your body goes, not quite. But, you know, it's all incremental. So yeah, I'm going to take that over. We'll drive over and we'll drop that off, and then we can see what's going on then with production. And I'm just thinking, I was intent. I thought I'll skip ahead. I'll do a whole load more, and we've made a bit more money. We've done a couple of the wood contracts. And what I might do is spend a bit of time off camera. If they're going to pop up every hour, why not just do an hourly? You know, I could just be a wood transport operative. You know, I just do a bit of that. Should I get money back up again? Why not? You know, if it's there to do, why are we not? Oh, because I'm way off. It kind of makes sense to do that, I think, doesn't it? Right, let's see if we can close the back up. Oh, look at that. It's absolutely perfect. Perfect. Right, I'll see you there in a minute. Okay, we're nearly there at our newly acquired property. Let's see. Remember our test from the other day? So that won't take anything yet, I assume, until we take straps off. And there we go. So what we'll do now... I think I've been productive at the end of the day. I've said this so many times to so many Let's Plays. It's a difficult one to gauge, isn't it? I'm enjoying playing the game. I'm enjoying, you know, the stuff that's, you know, because I haven't been well over the last few days, I'm enjoying being back on it. And you've got that thing of people that want to see start from scratch let's play and want to see you build up. They enjoy the story, the narrative, they want to see what you're doing on a daily basis. You've then got a load of people that just want to see progress. There are people that want to see you using every piece of equipment and machinery that don't follow or ascribe to the start from scratch principle. So I will get messages from people saying, why don't you buy this? Why don't you use that? Why don't you show us this? Why don't you show us that? Because it doesn't fit a start from scratch. I'm earning money as I go. We haven't made a huge amount of money, and we're buying things up. We're investing in things to earn money, to build the farm up. I could have done a Let's Play where I started with 20 million and just bought everything, played with everything, done everything. Yeah, I could have done. I've found in the past when I've done those, people don't like it. They don't like those. It's a difficult. It always has been. It's finding that balance, isn't it? And I know someone said to me the other day, you're, what was I, 16, 15 episodes in? This is what, episode 17? And you haven't really done very much. No. People seem to always gauge whether you've progressed enough, how many years of gameplay you've done. I've done Let's Plays where I've done 30, 40 episodes. I've only gone a couple of years in. Carpathian, I went through a few years. And it seems to be that gauge of it's not, you haven't done enough. That's weird. Why is that saying playground? Oh, there we go. There's that stuff. Yeah, you haven't done enough. So it's like the yeah, you haven't done enough if you haven't done enough years. I don't know. It's a difficult one. And I don't think you can use every piece of equipment, machinery, and show off all the new stuff, especially on a new game, a new version, with all the new stuff in one Let's Play. I just don't think that's possible. It depends on the style of Let's Play and whether you're going small machinery, mid machinery, start from scratch, build up a farm, inherit a farm and go from there, or go for a full-blown I'm just coming in to run a farm that already exists and there's a load of money, tons of equipment, and even then that will also gauge what equipment and machinery you use. I don't know. It is, as always, a difficult one. Yeah, so you can't, there's no trigger to click on there, but we can go into here and we can go to our playground maker hall, and there you go, there's our, on the right hand side, just under 1,000 litres of planks and planks long, and it is carrying on. So we should then see, I'm trying to decide, yeah, we should see some more construct, but this is going to be slow going, I would imagine. We have got something here. I'm surprised there's not like wood carving and chiseling sounds and that kind of thing. Hammering and anyway, but we've got our next bit delivered, and we now own this. Sorry, I'm doing what I always do. I'm just, just the thoughts in my head, things that are occurring to me as I go along. Have I done as much, shown as much as other YouTubers, content creators? No, probably not. I tend to be a lot slower with my Let's Plays, and obviously there's been a couple of gaps here and there, which inevitably tends to be the way, and that's part of my New Year's resolution today, because obviously it was New Year's Eve. New Year's Day is, today is the first day. I'm not going to talk about my New Year's resolutions. There's a whole lot of stuff I want to do this year. Oh, I suppose we could finish off by talking about that. Yeah, there's a whole lot of stuff. Sort of new. I know it's that cliched New Year, new me, but there's some stuff we want to do, and stuff that needs to change and stuff that needs to get done. And I think I said the same thing last year, and life gets in the way. I'm hoping for a better year health-wise. I'm hoping for a better year. Things have slipped, things have slid with the weight loss and all that kind of stuff, and it's been a tricky one. I'm not going to go into all the, I talk mental health and stuff all the time, I was thinking about, I didn't want to start another channel. I was going to do a separate set of videos on something. I've talked about this a while ago, but it's having time to do it all. But I need to make a change, a significant change in my life, in my routine, my daily routine of making videos and doing what I'm doing for it to work. Because I think the last few months I've been sliding with my mental health. I've been sliding with my health. I've been sliding with my weight gain again. And all then has a rolling knock-on effect that as the weight gain gets worse, the mental health gets worse, and then it spirals, and I need to do more. I need to get out more and that kind of thing. But then it's that, I have to balance it all with the fact I've got a channel that I need to make content on. I need to put stuff out. We've had this conversation many times before. So yeah, I don't know. I'm like I say, I'm glad to be feeling a little bit better. I'm glad I'm back on here. I'm glad I'm playing. I'm enjoying it. I've got a load more to do. But I'll see you on the next one. Thank you for joining me. Sorry, I'm just, how it is. And I know I said it the other day, but again, if you didn't watch the other one, Happy New Year to everyone. And I'll see you on the next episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you choose to do. Thanks for watching.